Hey, hi. So, I just spoke with Lisa, and I'm just making this really quick video for you guys. Let me just move myself right here. Or not. But, so long story short, I wanted to do a little explanation of what I was talking about the other day, because I brought up, well, that was yesterday, I think. I don't know my days. By the way, I hope all of you are safe. The Canadian fires are just absolutely insane right now with what's going on. So I hope all of you are in the comfort of your home and staying safe, and if not, wear like a kerchief or something over your face if you're going outside. I could not stop coughing for the longest time. Like, my throat hurts, and this was just being outside for maybe like 5 minutes, I want to say. So be careful, everyone. So anyway, moving along. So on the other screen, I have Limscape. If you've never before, since I tell you guys all the time, watch things that help you to relax, get into the mode for meditation and all that other fun stuff. Lisa and I are like, we have our own modes of how we get into meditation, how we get into relaxing ourselves and stuff like that. And for me, I like to watch Raven Home on YouTube, RAVENHOME. So the word Raven and home is one word. And they do limscapes, pool rooms, back rooms. They do stuff like that. And I know I was telling you guys in the other video I had did where I prefer to have music that just will sometimes raise my vibration or lower it, whichever way I need it to go, for however I'm meditating forever, whatever I'm doing, whether I'm scripting or doing something of the sort. So, with that being said, that's what I'm doing. So if you want to have something in the background for you to help visualize or meditate, Raven Home is where it's at. I usually turn the sound for the video down, and then I will put on some playlist of some sort. I will share my playlist. I don't know how to do that fully, but I will share a playlist of some sort. If you follow me on Instagram, Atlas79, I do share snippets in my stories of music that I'm listening to at that moment. So getting back to this. So I was discussing scripting, visual boards, and visualizing, and the three elements that I prefer to use for manifesting something of that sort, of that nature. And so while I was talking about it, and I pulled these three up because these are the three most main components within manifesting, within changing the way you view things, within changing the way your mind works. You could say, so to speak, resetting your brain. So when you're working on resetting your brain, you want to use certain thoughts, certain characteristics of you need to refrain from thinking the way you normally would, and you need to fix you'll see what I'm saying in a second. So we have fate, right? Fate refers to a power or unseen force that predetermines the course of events, making outcomes seem unavoidable. Now, for a lot of people, they say your fate is sealed in your job, your relationships, just everyday courses of matter. Like, they tell you that your fate is sealed, and you could see in here, and you could look it up yourself, because fate versus destiny, while often used interchangeably, fate is generally viewed as an impersonal force that limits free will and can carry a negative or irrational connotation. Conversely, destiny is often viewed as an unalterable but more purposeful or positive journey that allows for some personal choice. The two, yeah, like they said, it's a versus, and I don't think they're really interchangeable. Like your destiny is your destiny, your fate is your fate kind of situation. Like, let me talk to Mr. Fate and see if I can change something in my life, or blah 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 blah. In the powers that be for manifesting, you would be adding that road trip to your destiny, right, to your fate, in the means of changing your destiny. So fate is the person that is guiding you down that road. Destiny is the road that you decide you're not going to take anymore. You're like, I'm going to go that way. And that's you taking that road that has been altered by you changing that process, that frame of mind. Kind of like people who are manifesting. I always use house and car because those, as a matter of, that's usually what people are trying to manifest most of the time, house or car, and or new job, right? But that's like your fate says. Fate always puts you on that same path. Fate always has you take that same road because it's out of your control. It's something that you're comfortable with, something that you get used to, something that you're always doing. However, you would change that fate into a destiny type of situation. Your destiny was to have that house that was located 2 streets over that you don't take. That destiny changed up for you because now it puts you in a spot where you normally would not have seen that house that is going to be yours. So we've sealed our fate in that conversation. We're done. Like, that's where it is. But a lot of people at certain points are kind of like, huh? So, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, people will constantly tell you, like, your destiny is written in a book, but you can always go back and erase it, you know? So there's that, rewrite it, because your destiny is you were supposed to be doing this. Your fate is you're on this road. Your destiny is you're supposed to have that item. It may not be what you manifested, but that's why I told you to be very direct in your manifestations. But so your destiny would be to be in that, you know, house, that 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom. It would be to put you in that house. There you go. So now we have serendipity. Serendipity in itself refers to the occurrence of valuable, pleasant, or interesting events by chance when you aren't specifically looking for them. It is essentially a happy accident or unexpected good luck. And a lot of people have a tendency to kind of overlook when serendipity happens. But you have serendipity and then you have synchronicity. 2 different things going on, but let me explain why people sometimes will be like, oh, is that serendipity? No, it's not. Synchronicity is what I was telling you guys happens every time I'm writing a story or something like that. Synchronicity is the simultaneous occurrence of 2 seemingly unrelated events that appear meaningfully connected despite lacking any plausible causal link. So for me, like, it's so bizarre because people are like, oh, synchronicity. No, it's like how I tell you guys when I'm writing, and then I go outside after writing about, you know, a car in my stories. The one story was a Porsche and the other story was an SUV, but they were both, you know, one was black, one was red, if I'm not mistaken. Long story short, I was seeing those 2 particular vehicles everywhere, make and model. Everywhere. The one I was writing the one story, it happened. The second one, same thing. And I was just like, bruh. Like, why is this always happening? And that's because it is. But is it a coincidence that it happened that way? Coincidentally, I went outside at this particular time. Was that set up to happen that way? Go figure. So it just kind of like gets you all in a kerfuffle, because now you're like, wait, but how is that supposed to work? It's not supposed to work any kind of way. I want you guys to do some homework. Go watch the movie Serendipity, and you'll see that's Kate Beckinsale and John Cusack, I do believe, is the movie Serendipity. But it's such a good movie for actually like getting to see serendipity in action, getting to see how it would actually work out. Funny enough, there are certain scenes in there that are coincidence and irony. So it's kind of like Alanis Morissette when, her song Ironic, and you listen to certain things and you're like, no, that's a coincidence. But these all come into play when it comes to manifesting. These are all in that family of manifesting when you're doing those things. So I just wanted to put this quick video out and just bring it to all of your attention, and just point out the differences between the four, I should say, because people confuse destiny as being fate and vice versa. Serendipity as well being confused with synchronicity, being confused with coincidence and irony. So that's a quick thing, but we will talk with Lisa, and we will get Lisa involved in on this as well, and so she could tell us about different things. This will be a video ahead. I will ask her some stuff and everything, but I just wanted to put this out to you. We're going to start doing short videos on what things we will be discussing and stuff, just so you guys aren't left on a cliffhanger. But I just wanted to put this little video out for you guys, and set it up so you guys could actually see behind the scenes things that we are working on. So yeah, like I said, everybody be safe, and stay inside, have some ice cream, because I know I'm about to. Love you guys, and have an amazing evening.